Right. If I took my finger off, it started clicking again, which it hasn't. Obviously, it's failed to light again, so you need to press and hold it a bit longer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So when it does light, that light will go out. Okay.
Yep.
So most people do tend to run it on electric. If you connect it to electric, you pay for the pitch. You've got electric. You're going to use electric and not your gas. But they were designed as a gas appliance, obviously, so they're more efficient on gas, but they are quite efficient on electric as well.
Okay.
Okay. And then top bit switches it off. Okay.
Brilliant.
Good. Oh, the other important thing about this is, obviously, when you're not using it in storage, have that door open. Make sure it's clean and door open so the air can circulate around. Right, otherwise, you can end up with nice little bits of blue patches all over it. Yeah. Even more fun to clean out. Okay. Yeah. Right, cooker. Obviously, we've had a bit of experience of that already.
Yeah.
So you've got a gas shut off on that lid. So make sure it's fully back before you operate it. It's just a matter you've got the igniter on this one, so you don't need any lighters or anything like that. Unless you haven't got any 12 volts, then you'll have to operate it via a match or whatever. Okay. Same with the grill. So the grill and oven are exactly the same again. So you've got a grill pan in there. There's handle up there. That's what we need normal thing. So a little grill handle. Yep. Okay. Obviously, oven the same. Leave the oven away the camera. So just as I think about it before it goes across. Any second, eh? There we go.
Yeah.
Look at that. Tricks of the trade. Yeah. Just hold it and then it stays there. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't start talking about food. I've had a sausage time and I'm still hungry. Right. So bathroom. You come into here. Obviously, your shower is just a mixer tap. That's what I say. Be very careful, because you imagine if when we first get into the van, don't switch the water pump on. If you've left that open, that's facing out here. It's just going to. You walk in the van, you're going to get a face full of water. Okay. Toilet. You've got an electric flush on this. Okay. Normally, you hear that noise. That means the flush tank's empty. So you need to go and top that up with your pig chemical. Top it up with water. This little light here. There's a float inside the waste tank. Right. When it's full, that will light up. Okay, so that tells you your waste tank's full, which is obviously the nasty bit. Down here, obviously, we're talking about the wastegate.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to see what's this side. So to use it, open it, use it, flush it, then close it afterwards. Okay? Okay. So you were talking about when we're trying to pull the waste tank out, it's not coming out. It might be it's because that might not be shut.
Right, okay.
Okay? The other important thing is, obviously, if you've got other people sitting in here where you're going to off to empty that, just make sure that they're aware that you are off to empty that, and they're not going to leave you a little present when you come back. Right? Which is always fun to clean out.
Anyway. Right. We won't be using it anyway.
You will.
Yes, you will. Oh, yeah.
It's quite handy at night for you. You don't have to treat across to the.
Yeah.
If you didn't have a toilet in your training tent,
no,
you know, I'm trekking back and forward to that. But no, they are quite useful at night to save going out, especially if it's raining.
Yeah.
You know, obviously doesn't rain in this country much, but being tempted, you know something about that. Anyway.
Yeah.
Right. Light switches, obviously light switches everywhere. Pull cord on there, which is also a on-off.
All right. Yeah.
On the top of there. I'm just trying to think where that one is. That'll just be part of the pull cord, I think. Yeah. So put that's all to pull cord anyway. Right. Obviously got plenty of storage, huge amount of storage. You've got some extra cushions as well.
All right, okay.
Well, I think that's for the centre, where the centre chest of drawers is.
Right, yeah.
You can actually take that away and have that as a surround.
Oh, right, okay.
U-shaped seat there if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Pointing at that. So you've got extractor fans. So obviously this is quite a posh level one. It's got a extractor fan on it. So this one, you press this button, this starts it up.
Right.
You can obviously change speed. That being flat out. It can also reverse and go the other way. So it either brings air in or takes air out. Whatever you do not have it on flat out, then decide to change direction, because it will blow the fuse. Okay? So let it calm down. If you decide, oh no, I didn't want it to go that direction, I want to go the other way, then change it the other way, then whatever speed you want. Okay, this here opens the vent outside. So obviously you'll probably want that open. Just make sure it is down before you travel, because it's quite easy to not see that because it's
Yeah.
well hidden. Okay, so you just turn it until it stops, and that's it.
Okay.
Okay.
Happy.
Light switches again, as I say, everywhere. Awning light should be there. And what you'll see inside this locker, there's also a switch on the actual light itself on the inside. Don't ask me why they decided to do that, but if you have put something in and knock that switch, unlikely because it's quite high up actually, but and you're switching that, it's not happening. It might just be someone might have just knocked the switch up there.
Right.
Okay. I think that's most things. Again, lights. If I just switch that on. Right. Yeah, stereo as well. Right, if you see that light on the right hand side, if you just want to pull the cord on that left one,
See?
yeah. You see, I've switched the 12-volt systems off now. Them two lights are coming on. That's because they're on 240.
Okay.
So if you're on a site without 240 and you're trying to operate them, they're not going to work because they're not going to work on 12 volts.
Right.
Okay. Light switches again. You've got light switches on each
Yeah,
light.
on each one.
Same with the spotlights. You've got a little rocker switch on each light.
Okay.
I'm just trying to remember which lock of the radio was in there. No, it's near the. Oh, is it that down? Oh, there it is.
There it is.
So you got a Posh Sony on this one. CD player as well. Just trying to spot it for me. Oh, the source button. So it'll all depend on what they.
What's that?
That's a radio. I'm just trying to see search on it. It's slightly different one than I normally
I
use.
wonder what it was.
Just trying to see where the search was on there. Once I didn't look at that before we got it. Is that search? Yeah. Oh no, that's just channels. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's a twist. Don't know if you like radio too. But, so the search on this one is actually just twist on that.
Oh, right.
Okay. It'll just pick up.
Pick up the nearest.
Oh, actually, that's the one you wanted, isn't
That's
it?
it,
That's
yeah.
the one you
Bit of
wanted.
classical.
Yeah. I'll leave it on that one then.
Bit of road salt.
Yeah. Sometimes quite good. You just blast that out. Isn't it? Depends on where you want it, but obviously there. And is that off switch? Oh, there's off switch. Do that many different stereos, you wouldn't believe, is that? So off switch is there.
Okay.
Alright, so you've also got a CD player in there as well. Okay.
What's this for?
Yeah, that's for the alarm.
Maybe country western CDs now.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody enjoy that. So you have got an alarm panel on this, and I'm not sure if it's still operative on this one. I think it may not be operative because it's whoever the previous code was.
Right.
I don't think it's not coming up on that one. We have to read in the books here. If normally it's 1, 2, 3, 4 and F, but if someone's changed the code,
Right. This could be
change,
anything.
yeah, it could be anything. Alright.
Okay.
Right.
If we get anyway.
Yeah. That's it. Is it how many different codes and passwords and God knows what in these days now. I think that's everything inside now. Is there anything you?
Yeah, what's that?
Oh yeah, well I'll show you that after. That's the motor mover.
Oh, right,
That's the motor
okay.
mover. I'll do that after because obviously we need to disconnect everything before we go any further with that anyway. Can't start dragging cables and stuff up and down. Right. So what we got here is a little test. If I can find the pen. A little test to see if we're listening. No, all
We're in the car, aren't we?
yeah. Oh yeah, glasses might be useful. Right. All it is.
Shall I go get them?
Yeah. Grandma's glasses, and you have to do
Yeah.
it twice a year.
So what we've got here is just confirmation that I've explained it. Hopefully you'll take some of the information on.
Yeah.
Obviously there's a lot to learn when you first get in, but as long as you just do the basics, once you get, it's the same with your trailer tent, you would have, you'll put that up without thinking about it, whereas this, you'll be the same, half an hour you'll have this up and running quite easy once you get used to it. Okay, so what I need you to do is look through these now and tick these as you're going along just to confirm that you're happy I've explained it. It may prompt you for questions, which it likely will do. So if you see something, well, I'm not sure what he means by that, or what that means, obviously shout. I'm just going to be outside here anyway.
Okay.
Chris Etching, have you heard of what Chris is? Possibly not, though. What Chris, you can see on that window there, Chris,
Oh, right, yeah.
so on each window you'll have an etching of the chassis number, okay,
Right,
on each
okay.
window. So that's extra security. Also, Chris is similar to Cars and DVLA. This is a caravan version of.
Right, yeah.
We put your information to them. They will send you the document to say you are now the owner of.
Right.
Okay. So that's what that is. So read through these, tick through these. Hopefully they will make sense. Need to sign there. That's to do with the wheel nuts. Obviously, I've explained that. Obviously, you need to check that regularly.
Yep.
It is in your handbook, which is your handbook is there.
Okay.
Tick for all of these. As long as it, I think most things do apply. Read, print, sign there. Now we got our glasses.
Yeah.
Issue page. If you're not happy with anything on how clean it is, any extra it should have been fitted or service issues. So if there's something hanging off, there shouldn't be.
That's it.
But if you do spot anything, obviously point it out to yourself, and then we'll try and correct that before you leave.
Okay.
Print the sign there. And blank
We
page.
know about that light there.
Yeah, we are aware. You can write that down.
Okay.
I would write that down, yeah, as well. Okay, and then what we do, we also book you a snagging appointment. Okay, so when we go back to Paul, I'm trying to remember who I was with him, with Paul, we go via service. We'll book you a date with service.
Okay.
Okay, which is approximately 30 days from now. So hopefully you're going to be using it in this next 30 days.
Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah, good. So if you come across anything faulty in that time, obviously you still got your warranty, but this is just to pick up any snagging things to start with.
Yeah, okay.
So if there's anything you're not happy with, obviously give us a ring. If obviously there's no problems, hopefully there won't be, you can just cancel that appointment.
Okay.
All right. It's one of these things we do now to. Obviously we're quite busy, and it's trying to have a space ready just in case. Which you shouldn't have, but it's there just in case.
Okay.
Okay. So while you're doing that, have a good look round. I'm just going to go out, turn the gas off, disconnect water and things like that, and then then be ready to obviously connect to your car and show you mover.
Okay.
All right.
Finish?
Yeah, you can switch that off now.